As the war rages on in Israel, calls continue to grow to bring the more than 100 hostages home who are still being held by Hamas. Now, CIA Director William Burns will soon head overseas to help try to negotiate a hostage deal between Israel and Hamas. And that comes as the United Nations top court ruled that the genocide case against Israel will proceed. All this as U.S. forces conducted a self-defense strike against a Houthi anti-ship missile in the Red Sea. NewsNation's Robert Sherman live for us in Tel Aviv with the very latest developments tonight. Robert?
And Natasha, with this being International Holocaust Remembrance Day, you have people all across Israel reflecting tonight, vowing for that to never happen again, but praying that the hostages currently in Gaza will come home.
The sounds of chants echoing throughout Tel Aviv. For more than 100 days, Israeli hostages have been held by Hamas. Tonight, thousands marching and demanding the Israeli government bring the over 130 still in Gaza home.
I'm calling to all our people, and I'm calling here to the Prime Minister and the Defense Cabinet. Do not leave the abductees behind. Bring them home as soon as possible before it's too late.
CIA Director William Burns in Europe as a part of hostage talks with the head of Israel's spy agency, as well as Qatari and Egyptian negotiators. Pressure is mounting on the ground in Israel for a deal to be cut. The main sticking point is Hamas wants an agreement that ends the war, and Israel does not want the war to end until Hamas is destroyed. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu adding some tension to the mix this week by calling Qatar's role as a mediator problematic, accusing them of aiding and supporting Hamas. Qatar has slammed those comments, saying they're making it more difficult to get a deal done.
As for Qatar, I do not go back on a single word I said. I will not give even one path of putting pressure on Hamas or anyone who can put pressure on Hamas to return our abductees.
Meanwhile, the International Court of Justice did not dismiss South Africa's case against the Jewish state alleging genocide, but they also did not call for an immediate ceasefire. The court ruling Israel needs to take more steps to allow humanitarian aid in and protect civilian lives.
The crucial figure here is 500 trucks a day. That's what we need to go into Gaza, at least. Now, some days we get close to 200 trucks, but that's not enough.
British Foreign Secretary David Cameron wants to see the amount of aid into Gaza more than doubled, as fears grow of famine inside Gaza. The health ministry there estimating more than 26,000 have died. Around the region, a Marshall Islands flagship was struck by a missile Friday fired by the Houthis in Yemen. Today, Central Command forces hitting an anti-ship missile launch site in Yemen as the Iran-backed group continues to carry out attacks on ships in the Red Sea. The U.S. and U.K. insisting they will continue to hit back until the Houthis back down.
We're doing this in a way that is legal, that is proportionate, that is necessary, and I believe it is right. I don't think the Houthis should have a cost-free option of attacking international shipping and stopping the freedom of navigation.
And something else that people are talking about here, the UN agency in Gaza, UNRWA, has terminated the contracts of a dozen of their employees amid their alleged involvement in the October 7th attack. They're currently investigating that. The U.S. State Department says in the interim, they're pausing all funding to the organization as that investigation plays out. Natasha.
Okay, Robert Sherman live for us in Tel Aviv with that update. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.